Hi everybody, Jo here again. How are you doing? I hope you're keeping well. How are things going? Well, it's a bit chilly here in the UK. I hope you've got decent weather wherever you are, because I know I have lovely friends and followers all over the world, which is just fabulous. Now today I'm going to create this card design, but it starts off as a Scene-Scape. Now I'll just show you the design before. So that's the design. As always, I've stamped some little interest on the back of the card and some permanent stamping on my envelope. But I'm just going to put that to the side a moment while I tell you about our fabulous, we've got 3 new sets of Scene-Scapes. Now they are in the plastic packaging, so you may get a reflection off my light, so I'm very sorry about that. Now the one I'm going to use today is this one here, and it's perfect for a DL or a slimline card. And this one is called Spectrum. I love that. I'll show you the one out of the packaging. Just beautiful. Now, the other 2 that I'm just going to mention, because I know if you go on the website, you'll want to have a look. And this one here, look at that moody sky. And that one is called Dream Wave. Again, perfect for a DL. And this one, look, I love this, with this gorgeous stamping around. Now, can you imagine one of the fairies just in there? You know, if you need a quick card, how fabulous would that be? And look at those orbs. A lot of you have asked about orbs. Look at them. Saves you making them. And that one's called Skylight. Now we have got various other new ones. I will be coming in with some videos because we've got some gorgeous dinky ones. Anyway, that's just going to have to wait. So today, as I say, I've gone for this one called Spectrum. And the reason I went for this one is I thought we'd go Christmas. Now, I know not everybody has snow at Christmas, so sorry, just bear with me if you don't. And I know not everybody's making Christmas cards, but I do think you could stamp this and make it into just an evening sky. I mean, look at that, almost the Northern Lights, isn't it? Or you could use a different stamp. But the thing was, recently, a few of you have been in touch and said, I mean, I've had that cold bug that's going around, you know, #flu, whatever it is. Oh, it was horrendous. Anyway, and I know so many of you are struggling, and COVID's reared its head again. And quite a few of you do look after family members, husbands, relatives, parents, and even grandma duties. Life just gets in the way, and we don't always have the time to make our fabulous backgrounds, or, to be honest, sometimes the motivation. If you're a carer, I understand how difficult it is, not only the time, but getting your head in that right space. So for me, these Scene-Scapes are fabulous, and it just means I can still, this is still a handmade card. You know, I've still stamped it, I've got my lovely embellishments on it, and I've had great fun making it, but it's not going to take me all day. And if times of a premium, or if you're not feeling 100%, you don't have to do too much to make it look stunning. And I'm certainly going to make some more of these for my Christmas cards for my neighbours. So I'm going to pop that on the side. And I'm going to start with some stamping. And as I say, perfect DL size this. And I'm going to bring in the Streetlight. And this is one of our new stamps. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Clay, my Nocturne. And I'm going to ink it up. Now, a few of you ask if these are shiny. They're not shiny slippy, but they do almost have a coating on them. So when you stamp, you almost have to be firm and don't let it slide, if that makes sense. But it's certainly not slippy. Now, what I want to do here is just with my Inky Binky, I just want to take a little bit, just randomly, of ink off the bottom of this, because I'm going to stamp it where the snow is, and I just want it to be a bit uneven, as though it is the snow. So, as I say, we'll go straight down there, and just make sure you give it a good firm press. I mean, again, if you're worried, get your stamping platform out. I only just thought of that. I should have done that, shouldn't I? But we're going to be okay. Again, a good firm stamp and lift up, and look at that, beautiful. Now this is what I wanted at the base, that fuzziness, because we're going to add that snow. And then we're going to stamp our lovely Pippin. And I just think he looks lovely looking up. Now, it might be you want to use the little robins. I mean, again, you know, I'm just coming in with, I thought I'd use Pippin for a change, but we've got so many stamps, and I'm sure you'll. Now, the same sort of thing, I want to put Pippin look behind this. So just tear yourself randomly a piece of copy paper, and look, that's just about that shape. And I want it to make it look like he's just behind that snow flourish. So like I say, although the background's made, you're still going to be doing your stamping, a bit of masking. Lift that up and look. So it looks like he's actually behind that lovely snow flourish there, and he's looking up. So we'll give him something up here to look at, and I'm going to come in with the fir cone branch, and I'm going to stick with the black. And I think we'll just put one at this angle here, again straight down, hold and lift straight up, look. And then we'll put another one just over this side, same thing, down. And then this one, because I want it down this side, I'm going to almost change the angle, look, and pop it this way. And again, it will come off the page, but that's fine because I've got my copy paper there, look. And that's lovely, and it's, although it's in the dark, I like that. Not too obvious. So just for a little bit of extra, we'll come in with the holly, and this is the mini holly and the spruce. Now, spruce is quite dark, so it won't necessarily look too green, but I'll know it's green. And again, with the smaller stamp, straight down and then up. So I'll just cut the corner there. So I'm just going to see if I can put a second one there. And I'm just going to intermingle it. I don't want it to take over. Maybe just a little bit in that corner. And as I say, if I show you, you probably won't be able to pick up. There is only a slight colour difference. But for me, it's enough. I think it's worth using the green. And I'm going to pop that one there. And then I can see where that stem is. As you know, I have one that I've snipped the stem off, but I wanted the stem for this. So then I can put them, sort of tessellate them so they're in a nice row. Now, I think just one at the bottom. Look, if you're not sure, have a look. And I think it looks a bit uneven. So I think we need one possibly just there. And then just for balance, we'll just pop one in this corner. I don't want to cover the corner because I love that snowy sort of flourish. Put that lid on, then I won't put my hands in it. But I think it's important just to catch that corner there, just so we get that nice balance and that nice diagonal. So we'll give that a blot. Your VersaFine Clairs are slower drying ink, and especially on this almost coated card. So it is important to give it a blot. And now to add some colour, and this won't take you long at all. So I've got a red gel pen, a fib there. It's a Posca pen. But what I meant to say is you could use gel pen. That's my brain working quicker than my mouth. Does that ever happen to you, or is it just me? I mean, I don't know about you, but at the minute I'm either doing that, so the wrong words are coming out, or I can't think of the right word. I love it at workshops when, you know, we go, oh, can you pass me the thingy-majig? And I wouldn't mind. The person you've asked passes you exactly what you've wanted. And I think as crafters, it's so funny because we know exactly what we're talking about. I'm just going to add a few extra. And there we've got those lovely berries. Now what I am going to do, just topping those up, is I'm actually going to add a little bit into the light here. Now, Posca is permanent when dry, but this isn't dry yet, so I can use my Wink of Stella, and this is the gold, and just drag that colour out a little. So remember, your Posca is permanent when dry, but you can move it, look, while it's wet. You could do this with water, but I just thought the gold Posca will blend it beautifully, but give me that lovely gold. And again, I can check, yeah, it's gone back to the gold look. And then if I lift that up, can you see, almost gives that red flame. So if you've not tried that, that's a lovely thing to try. Now, we're nearly done. Couple little finishing tricks. I'm going to come in with my Signal. This is one of the metallic markers. And this is, I think this is the gold, yes. And I'm just going to, this the lovely little, I think it's almost like, for me, it's like the bronze on the lamp. And then with my white, and this is the Signal, the Uniball, the white, I'm just going to start off and add a little bit of snow. Now, I am going to add my sparkle on top of this, so don't be hard on yourself. And I know you're going to sort of say to me, Jo, you're not being very neat. I'm actually going to put, this is just the base of my snow, and I'm almost just putting it where it would catch. I don't want to obliterate these branches, but also I can just put a couple of dots, and my lovely Posca is dry now. So on those berries, I can just put highlights, look, a couple of highlights, just a couple of the berries, maybe just a couple of the fir cones. And again, we'll just add a little bit more snow just on the top of these leaves and branches where it would collect. But I am putting my sparkle on top of this. So like I say, don't judge me and say, Jo, that's not very neat. This is just almost the undercoat for the snow. Because I know a few of you have been in touch and said, we're not sure how to add the snow. So for me, this is almost like the first layer, the basis. And here, where we've got the lamp look, we're just going to put the snow here. Just going to dot, and also around Pippin, look, where we've got that lovely edge that was already there for us. And we'll just add a couple of highlights, little bit of shape. And then on these orbs, look, I'm just going to accentuate a couple of them. And then just add a couple of extra myself. Just till I think it looks nice. And we'll just add a little bit of almost highlight down that side. There, I'm happy with that. So my other tool for my snow is my crystal paste. Now, you know, I love this stuff. I'm going to open it. I don't want to do it on top of my work because it's got this little lid on, and sometimes you get some dried paste around it. Now, the applicator, I'm going to use one of these lovely little, you know, when you go and have a certain coffee. And this is just, I want to add some snow on these little bits. So I'm just going to get some. And I'm just going to add it on these. And I love this because it gives real texture. Little bit there. And then I just want a little bit. She says, oh, too much. Right. Pick that up. Lovely. So if you put too much, like I say, just pick it up, put it over the other side. And then I want some just going up the side of the lamppost. So I'm going to pick this up from here. And that's just to those little bits where I wanted a smaller amount. Now, for the rest, I'm just going to dab it. And I find if I do the other first, then this, and I get a lovely effect. And this is just for the base of the snow. So I find the dabbing better for the base, but where I want it to look like it's landed. So just going to add some up here on top of where I've put that pen. And I find the combination works really well. So like I say, there's no need to worry about that pen because that's just giving us the undercoat for where this lovely, and when it dries. So lastly, I just want to add a little bit over here. And the sparkle and the texture is just fabulous. Right, I'll just give my hand a quick wipe. Now, little tip, the best tip I can give you with this lid, pop that out the way, to put it back on, I tip it from the lid and don't press it, because in the beginning I pressed that too hard and it actually went inside the pot. So just gently, there we go, and that's down, and it made a nice seal, and I can fasten that up till later. Crystal paste, fabulous, and it goes ever such a long way. And then lastly, let's have a little bit of Posca snow. So I'm going to give it a good shake. Now I think you could batch card make these, and you could actually alter them. We've got the larger holly stamp, you could use that. What about the mistletoe? Now, Annie and Edward. You could put Annie and Edward and then the mistletoe. Now, you see, I think they're boyfriend and girlfriend from school. But one of the ladies at a recent workshop said she thought they were brother and sister. So I don't know. But I'm thinking, for me, the mistletoe and the boyfriend and girlfriend, you know, that first crush when you want, I don't know, are they about 10, do you think? I don't know. I mean, sure, your imagination works like mine, or maybe it doesn't. Actually, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it doesn't. But there we go. Look at that. And that paste takes about, when we did it at the open day, within about an hour, it was touch hard. And look at that lovely colouring on the lamp. Now, I think that is stunning. Now, here's the one I made earlier. And I just want to see if I can, I'm not sure if I can get you, I've told you I need a cameraman, just so you can see this lovely texture here. It really does add another dimension. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope if you're just feeling a bit unwell, the Scene-Scapes will help you. And you know what? When you create something that you're really happy with, like these, now I've left these without a sentiment, but obviously you could add a sentiment. But just by making something like this and being really pleased with it, do you know what? It made me feel better. So if you're having a bit of a bad day, and unfortunately I know some of you are, honestly, big hugs. You just get yourself some Scene-Scapes and have a go at this. I promise you, you'll feel so much better. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. And before you know it, the pack will be empty and you'll need another pack. Because that's exactly what's going to happen to me. But there we go. So you take care. Thanks as always for popping in. And thanks for your friendship on here. You're such a lovely load. Oh, love you all. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.